Hello. If you're not an artist and you're thinking about doing a storyboard, I'm making this video because I'm getting a lot of messages for the workshop I'm having this weekend. Um, uh, it's at Film North. It's called Visual Storytelling, Storyboard, and Animatic. Film North in St. Paul. You can find more info at myfilmnorth.org. For those of you who cannot draw, they're not really good at drawing, or you think that you cannot draw, let's say, and I get the message that, well, I can only draw stick figures, and this is becoming a motto or a mantra. So I decided to make a video, even if we have a few days left before the workshop. For this weekend, July 20th, it's a 2-day workshop. I'm the teacher, by the way. My name is Carlos Merino, and I am a storyboard artist. Okay, so there are different types of storyboards. This is more like a thumbnail, really sketchy, and I have a little bit more complex drawings here. If you're a cartoonist, don't watch this video. This is not going to be helpful for you at all. I should have said earlier. But if you are a filmmaker who doesn't have a lot of drawing skills and you don't have to, I mean it comes really handy, but of course not everybody is an artist. So this video is for you. The stick figure 2.0 I wrote here, and this is my answer for those of you who cannot draw. Taking pictures of a figurine, you can take snapshots of a medium shot, a medium wide shot. You can do close-ups and whatnot, okay? And then do perspective, move the camera, and add some dramatic shots. So these are ways to get around it when you cannot draw. But you need to draw actors, right? So when you draw an actor, because you need to represent acting, and this is something that we talk about in the workshop. Like we need to represent, we need to convey contrast, balance, many things that have to do with design. We cover all of that, but one of the important things is acting, and that's why you need to represent actors. This will be the most basic representation of actors. This will be your 1.0 character. Now you want to have a little bit of a more sophisticated representation, because first of all, this lack volume, which is important, and then you need to represent some poses and some replicate some gesture drawing. But we are far from that. So how can you do that? Well, first we recommend to make this stick figure more similar to this figurine, okay? Now, for that you need to break it down. You see the torso here, it's broken down to torso and hip and belly here, right? And we see that this doesn't have a neck, while this guy has a neck. And this guy has elbows and joints that this guy doesn't have. So that's what that is what we're gonna do. So we have our neck, and in order to create a neck, we need to first create a torso. So this is a torso or a rib cage, okay? And now we've broken down our single body here into, more complex parts. Now we're gonna have a hip, right? And we have now our body, okay? We have our body, we have hip, we have torso, and then the legs, they don't born right in the middle of our hip, right? They kind of start on the side, to the side of the hip, right? So we're gonna bring our legs to the side, and as you can see, I'm not paying attention to proportion, okay? Well, that's something that will come later. We are gonna add joints, okay? So we have our knees here, and arm-wise, they're not born right in the middle of our torso typically. I'm talking about arms. They're not born in the middle of the torso, but kind of upper. So I'm gonna draw our arms more correctly. putting here, and I'm gonna add them another joint. These are gonna be our shoulders. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. So, well, it's gonna be a little bit awkward to draw, but okay. So, we're gonna have our hands here, and hands, I do a pentagon for the arms because that allows me to add the fingers. You see? Okay. But if you want to do just like this just random lines here, kind of loose lines, you can do that too. That depends how you want to, you know, how much you want to invest in your drawing skill. I mean, you need to start somewhere. It's good to start somewhere in a very simple spot where you're comfortable and then start moving on from that. Now I'm elongated the head because the head is not a circle. Typically it is more elongated, as I said. This will be the front view, and now we're gonna align everything because I would like to represent the side view. Okay, so the skull is divided into kind of the main body will be a balloon. Okay, and then we add like this is a flat face. Okay, looking forward, and this will be the jaw. Okay, so we have main body and jaw, and this is starting to look like more like a person. So this is the neck, aligned with the neck. The body starts here, right, and then we can go all the way down here. So it has the same proportions front wise and side wise. And then our legs, and for feet, typically we're going to do a triangle, but I like to do a trapezoid because it is more accurate. These are going to be our joints, and I'm going to start moving forward a little bit and bringing it one step forward and curve a little bit the arm and do the pentagon here for the hand, and the rib cage will go a little bit like that. Okay, so this is starting to look more like a more advanced. That's why I call it the 2.0. Oh, you cannot see because it's off the camera. I've been drawing off the camera all the time. Okay, 2.0. Let me fix the camera here. The 2.0 stick figure versus the 1.0 stick figure. Okay, now the 1.0 I drew earlier is starting to show up here. Okay, well, so this is it. Now what can we do with this? And this will be the end of the video. So when you add curves, you can add motion, and this will be closer our approach to gesture drawing. Okay, now we have curves versus stiffness. This creates motion, and this will be our first stick figure. Okay, but a little bit of motion. Now what happens if we add all the elements that we talked about earlier? So we have torso, hip, joints that will go right here, hands. This is our pentagon. This is our skull. I'm going to add the joints right approximately here. Okay, now we have that. So we have a little bit of motion, and if I have another color, that'd be great. So I'm going to do blue, and this is how you create motion. And this is advanced now, but oh, I forgot to add the shoulders. Okay, so we're gonna add the shoulders. All right, even if they're too close, but we're gonna start with that. Too close to each other, but let's start. Now next step will be adding volume to this. And this is how you kind of approach the human figures. And this is how you start representing acting. Okay. All right, well, I hope was helpful. This is something that I talk on every workshop, and of course we're going to go over it at our next workshop, again, July 20th. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see you there, and I hope this was informative. See you there.